Kaka nakalimutan kong mag-download or i-download yung yung susunod na papanoorin ko. Nakalimutan ko yung i-download. Kakabukas ko lang ng computer ko. Dapat nawala sa utak ko. Hindi ko rin maalala kung ano yung dapat kong panoorin susunod. Ano yata Godzilla versus Hedorah yata yun. I don't know. Basta yun. Yeah. Good lighting. It has been 1 hour and about 30 minutes after that one and I did not watch anything. Hindi ako nakapag-nood, hindi ako naka-download. Grabe. I only lasted 15 days, I think. 15 days of straight up watching movies after movie. Tama ba? 15 days pa. Ilang araw na ba akong ilang. So what I'm gonna do here today is I'm gonna reflect on the movie so far. So it has been 15 okay, new record 15 vlogs so far sa Board AF, or the vlog in general, the daily vlog, but it's not done. So yun, magre-reflect na lang ako sa sa mga movies siguro, sa mga movies na napanood ko, starting from Godzilla to not King Kong, All Monsters Attack. Ayusin pa lang tong very siya unfixed. Yan, okay siya. So start ako sa Godzilla, which was black and white. Hindi ako magaling sa improv, so I don't know how to fucking do this shit. So okay, what am I gonna say? When it comes to these movies, from Godzilla to All Monsters Attack, let's say that from what I have learned, para siyang it sort of became it began as a serious thing, as sort of an allegory or a coping mechanism for Japan, especially when these kinds of movies were directed or made like just barely 10 years after the war in their country, I think. I don't know, I don't brush up in history, but I'm guessing that this is an after effect of, or an aftermath of their way of coping with what happened to them in the past, in what happened to them, the things, dark things, the very devastating things that happened to them, starting with Godzilla. Godzilla was really an allegory for the atomic bomb. The destruction that he made was similar to the atomic bomb. Even his atomic breath is inspired by the effects of nuclear weapons. So yeah, but it all comes downhill story wise, or like allegory wise, after Godzilla. Actually, talagang Godzilla lang yung may allegorical shit na nangyari. Pero let's say Ibira, Horror of the Deep, sort of also allegorical for Well, no, hindi rin. Ewan ko, whenever a movie talks about like things that happen or effects that happen because of things that humans did, or like for example Angelus from Godzilla Raids Again, gets reborn or wakes up from his slumber because of ano tawag nito, because of human interaction, human uh, deforestation, I think, or yeah, the use of nuclear powers, nuclear weapons, atomic bombs, kaya na reborn si Angelus. Tapos si Rodan, ganun din yung nangyari sa kanya. The atomic bomb sort of awoke him from his shell, from his grave, from his slumber of a millennia or centuries or whatever. Kasi these are according to the lore, these are beings from a very far distant past, like prehistoric, like before time, before the age of man. Si Rodan, ano siya, yun, is technically a dinosaur or a pterodactyl of some sort. Basta dinosaur siya. Godzilla is a product of the atomic bomb, so he was speculated sa Godzilla Raids Again, he was speculated to be within the same era as the prehistoric era, kasi si Angelus, ano siya, para sabi, they come from the same time, they come from the same timeline. So the funny thing here, see King Kong, I mean, he is not anywhere in the he's just a giant ape, a giant gorilla. Not much about it. Is very much parang wala siyang lore, wala siyang he's just hindi naman siya atomic being, hindi siya very natural, siya, he's just a spirit, he's just an entity, a deity, a godlike creature roaming and hiding inside of an island, Kong Skull Island. Ano pa ba? So yun, maraming mga katulad niya, kasi may dun sa King Kong vs Godzilla, hindi na yung original na Kong yun, yung kinalaban ni Godzilla. So there are a lot of King Kongs in this universe, in this world. There are a lot of other creatures as well, parang si Mothra, si Rodan, si King Ghidorah is not technically from this world. He's very much a space being. Yeah, a space being, a being from outer space. Pero yun, it's very bold of them to jump the shark and go to outer space again. Pero they were able to at least 2 out of 3 times so far made it a very interesting way to develop these movies, to further the lore or the world building of this story. Kasi from Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, which is the first movie to tackle space, I think. Yeah, kasi hindi pa nga siya fully space para lang siyang sinabi Ghidorah is a devourer of worlds from another from the cosmos, and he has already finished Venus. He has already committed genocide on Venus, kaya yung Venusian lady sumapi siya dun sa dun sa princess ng Japan or something. And then siya lang yung survivor dun. Tapos yun, parang okay yun. Okay yung ginawa nilang like it makes sense. It makes sense in this story. I mean, nag-exist na nga tong mga monster na to dito sa yung these giant beasts already exist in this world, so why not let them exist in another world, or have these kind of creatures also exist in distant planets or asteroids or whatever. So when it comes to invasion of astro monster, it it furthers the story of space, and it opens up with the opportunity for aliens to come into Earth in order to try to invade, but ultimately fail because they're aliens and not the main protagonists of these stories, and the humans are the main characters, of course. But I don't know, it's sort of a duality in storytelling, kasi when it comes to some of the other movies, tulad ng Son of Godzilla, the humans are the enemy, the humans are the villains, kasi they are disrupting the peace within this one island by trying to develop weather devices, so that they could in turn in the future, if they succeed, are gonna be able to control, or at least that's the plan, control the monsters, Godzilla, Son of Godzilla, Mothra, and Rodan, and maybe even Ghidorah, kasi it was proven in Invasion of Astro Monster na it is possible to mind control these aliens or these creatures, these monsters, na tulad si Godzilla, si Rodan, si Mothra, all of that jazz. Yung mga zillions, they were able to control Ghidorah. They were able to control Ghidorah with their mind. So, or with a very advanced technology. Tapos dun sa Destroy All Monsters, they also tackled that. They were literally able to control every single monster and try to destroy the world, their own world, the Earth pala, with the monsters. Pero it was not executed very pero it was an interesting concept, pero yeah, it was not executed very well. Si Ibira, when it comes to okay, mamaya na yan. The point nawala ako. Meron akong point kanina dun sa space. So, ewan ko. I guess it also tackles like the development of humans, or the duality of humans, that they are not always the good guys. They are not always presented as the good guys. They are also the bad guys. Yung sa Mothra, the antagonist there literally wanted to just capture these little sisters, these little fairies called the Shobijin sisters, in order to profit off of them, their presence, by making them stars of a show or something. So you get to see different sides or different archetypes of humans, of the human condition here. Merong mga hero type, which are the ones that care about the creatures, and 2, the terrorists, or like the mga 1%er, mga villainous type talaga, mga villainous types talaga, na their only goal is to like do business or something. They don't care about the lives of the monsters or the lives of the humans. They care about if um, they're better than the others. So, which leads me to the softer movies here, tulad ng Ibira, Horror of the Deep, and Son of Kong, or Son of Godzilla. Well, also Son of Kong, kasi these movies within this franchise is very interesting as well, kasi sobrang out of place nila, sobrang out of place nung story nila or nung plot nila. Pero it's still interesting kasi it sort of works. It sort of gives a balance to this world. Na it's not always supposed to be so grand scheme, not always supposed to be this sort of grand scale problematic situation of a story. It's ano siya, it's just a fun ride, ganun. Ibira, Horror of the Deep was a cheap movie, pero the story itself is, actually I can't remember the story, pero ayun, parang siya, in-interconnect yung iba-ibang characters. Si Mostra, yung mga worshippers niya ginamit para kay Ibira, para hindi hindi lapitan ni Ibira yung hindi lapitan ni Ibira yung mga ships na dumaraan sa island na yun, gamit yung yellow juice na ginagawa ng mga Mosha worshippers, mga native worshippers ng Infant Island. So yun, it's tapos yung sa Son of Godzilla, yun nga, parang you see that humans are being slowly developing ways, or trying to develop ways, in order to like have an advantage to these monsters, to the monsters living in the world. Kasi syempre kailangan you, as a race, as a species, you wanna survive. You want to in the sense be at the top of the food chain and not at the very bottom, but that's not really the situation here, clearly, kasi the humans are definitely at the bottom of the food chain, when considering the existence of monsters such as Godzilla and King Kong and all of the others, even creatures existing in other planets such as Ghidorah, and yun. Tas yung All Monsters Attack, yun yung pinaka last na movie na pinanood ko. It's a very different movie. It's a very smart movie. Well, not smart, parang effective siya when it comes to the timing as well. Parang it's not even a Godzilla movie. It's not even a monster. It's not a kaiju movie. It's sort of a small movie, sort of a human movie, human story. Kasi everything that happens in the movie is just based off of the imagination of this one kid called Ichiro, and it's a very nice movie. It's a very touching movie, and it also gives a lesson. It also provides lessons to kids, that, and also maybe adults, na your imagination can lead to good things. Kasi Ichiro wanted to escape his life, wanted to escape his daily reality, but the fantasy he was thinking of al- also sort of reflected what was happening in his real life. So his subconscious was telling him, or like showing him, like a very warped version of the reality he was in. Si Gabara is also is a monster in his fantasy, but it's also a bully in his reality. So he together with Minera, and maybe Minera is an allegory for Ichiro, kasi they're in the same situation, kasi they're in the same situation. They have to fight Gabara and prove to Godzilla, his father, na he's worthy of the title of being a kaiju, of being Godzilla's son. And Ichiro, in reality, he has to prove that he can do he can do courageous things, na parang yung sabi nung Gabara na totoong bata na bully ni Ichiro, na if he could like honk the horn of the motorcycle of this dude who's painting a signpost, that he could prove himself worthy of their clan, of their group. And then in the very beginning of the movie, hindi kayang gawin ni Ichiro yun kasi he's afraid. He hasn't developed the character kasi sobrang pa lang, beginning of his it is the beginning of our exposure to his character, to Ichiro. So wala pang yun nga, parang perfectly paced yung pagka-develop ni Ichiro by having the dream scenario fit in with what's happening with the actual story. Yeah, I think that's all for now. Talagang I don't know what this video was for, pero I don't know, I'm disappointed with myself kasi hindi ko man lang napansin na hindi ako nag-download ng susunod na movie, Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Pero it's also refreshing din na I get to just relax for now kasi sobrang dami ko nang napanood. Grabe, 15 movies straight, and there's there's more to come kasi here 1 Godzilla Kaigan, Godzilla vs. Hedorah, 2 Godzilla vs. Gigan, 3 Godzilla vs. Megalon, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Terror of Mechagodzilla, Return of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, Godzilla vs. Mothra, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. I lost count. Jesus. So, ang dami pa. Nasa pa lang ako year 1971. So, ang dami pang movies na susunod. This is gonna last me like 2 months, I guess. 2 months of content, 2 months of vlogging, I guess. Kasi meron pa nung American films. Tapos meron pa nung si Gamera, which is like a fake or a rip-off of Godzilla. Parang parang another company or a film production house studio made like a Godzilla copy paste type of creature called Gamera, and I also wanna fucking know what that movie has to offer, because I have nothing else to do. COVID. Why did you have to go and fuck shit up? Anyway, um, yun, mahaba pa to. Mahaba pang gagawin ko. Marami pa akong gagawin. Marami pa akong papanoorin. Grabe. Marami pa kayong makikitang notification. Bukod pa yung yung tawag, yung mga playthrough ko, mga Minecraft or Pokemon. Grabe na to ko. Anyway, yun. I think I should close this. So sobrang haba na ng video. Leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. Hindi ako naiyak parang ano lang yan, yung hiccup. Yun. Leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the bell to get notified, and I'll see you in the next one. Sorry kung hindi ako nakapag panood Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. God damn it. Tapos yung streak 15 days. Pero I don't know, this is still kind of valid, diba? Kasi I mean, I'm still gonna post this. It's just gonna be a board AF vlog. Ano kaya title nito? Like, I forgot to fucking download the next movie. Anyway, or like parang brain farts so far. Godzilla brain farts. Yeah, parang ganun. So far, part 1, or like Godzilla brain farts session. Brain fart session number 1. Godzilla. Anyway, yeah. Bye-bye.